Hey everyone, welcome to number 4 in my Christmas series. I thought we could make this fun little box that I've designed. It holds 3 of these little Hershey Nuggets inside, and I went ahead and spelled out the word joy inside. Isn't that really cute? Anyhow, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to grab my scoring tool here. I'm going to use this to do some scoring today. And first I wanted to show you a little template that I made. So this is the bottom of my box. So you're going to need a piece of cardstock that measures 4 inches by 2 3/8 inches, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. So here's my piece of cardstock for the bottom, and it's again 4 inches by 2 3/8, and we'll go ahead and score at 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. And then I'm going to make some quick little cuts with my scissors. There's only going to be 4 cuts. So you'll see where that first little score line is that we just made, where it meets to the point. I'm going to cut right there. Do the same thing on the other side. Turn it and repeat. It's a really easy box. And then we can just quickly fold this so we can see where all of our lines are going to be. And we'll put this together in just 1 second. I'm going to set it aside for just a minute. And then we're going to do the top of our box, and this is what the template looks like for that. So you need a 4 1/4 inch by 3 inch piece of cardstock, and we're going to score at 7/8, 1 3/8, then we're going to turn it and repeat and score at 7/8 and 1 3/8. So let's grab the piece I'm going to use for the top here. And we're going to go ahead and do our scoring. So again, that's 1 3/8 to start. I'm going to measure from this side. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Make sure you use your scoring blade and not your cutting blade, which I did earlier when I was testing out my measurements. And then we're going to go ahead and score at 7/8. Okay, so we can pull this out of the way. As we've got our 2 pieces together, and this one we'll just go ahead and fold. And you'll see that this is going to make our top in just a moment here. All folded. And then this piece that we just scored for the bottom, let's go ahead and pull those tabs inward so you can kind of see how this is going to close. And it's just going to pull up like this, really easy. So I'm going to flip it over so I can put adhesive on it. And I'm just going to grab this Tombow runner here. If you're putting something really heavy in it, though, it's a good idea to use sticky strip or even just a good glue, like Scotch Quick Dry. Okay, so let's put our box together here. We'll just match the corners and press. Match those corners. And again, really, really simple box to put together. And that makes our little base pretty simple, right? And then for our lid, before we put that on, let's go ahead and do some decorating. But let's zoom in just a little bit so you can see a little bit closer. So to do it, I went ahead and grabbed my Modern Label Punch by Stampin', Decorative Label Punch, excuse me, and just punched out one white label, and then I went ahead and grabbed some stamps from this Lawn Fawn set, and it's called Peace, Love, Joy. Isn't it cute? So much fun for Christmas. And I went ahead and grabbed this fun little kind of wreath piece and these 2 little birds and this little heart, and I just went ahead and laid my stamp down on top of it, but I'm doing the wreath on top instead of down below. So let's go ahead and ink that up, and I'm just going to use some Real Red by Stampin' Up. And we'll go ahead and ink that up. Here we go. And then I'm going to grab some VersaFine ink. And I'm going to grab that little heart from the same stamp set and ink that up. And go ahead and add that up at the top here. There we go. And while I've got the ink open, I'm going to use a little finger dauber here so that I can just ink around this. I want to pull in the black that I'm using. So I'm just going to use it for a border. Okay. So we're done with that. And now let's pull out our little Hershey Nuggets. And now to wrap these, you're going to want some 1 inch by 3 inch strips. And these will match perfectly. So let's go ahead and put those on. And again, I'm just going to grab that little Tombow runner and add a little adhesive on the back here. There's one. Two. I can count. 3. There we go. So those are the nuggets that are going to go in our little box here. And then to do the letters, I use this fun little craft, well, it's called a lawn cut. Fawn calls them lawn cuts. So it just works like framelits. It'll work just fine in your Cuttlebug. You just do it the exact same way. A plate, B plate, your paper, your cut, your little lawn cut, and then your cutting plate. And so I went ahead and cut out the letters J-O-Y in white and then in black. And so even though this one looks red, I'm going to show you what I did here. So I just grabbed my red ink again and my little sponge dauber, piece of scratch paper, and I grabbed my little white letter and just started to ink that up a little bit with my little dauber here, which is kind of cool because with the matching inks and paper you can just make anything match. So there's my little J. And then I wanted to tie in the black that I'm putting on the front here, and so I wanted to make a shadow. So all I did was just put my letters slightly askew. So let's put a little bit of glue here. I think I got a hair too much. There we go. And then I'm just going to put this a little bit to the right. And that'll give me a nice little black shadow. Just like that. And then we can go ahead and stick these onto our little letters. And I'm actually going to grab my Xyron because I found that if you need to get enough adhesive on it that it sticks really well. So we'll feed through 2 at a time. Got to make sure that you get these in straight or they overlap each other. And we'll throw in my little Y there. Just going to give them a little press to make sure my adhesive's on there. Peel away the clear piece, which can just go into the trash. I'll grab my J. My first one. Oh, make sure you got that centered. And my Y, there we go. All right, I feel a little bit of adhesive on that one. And then we can do this part. So I'm going to grab my little stamp runner, or what is this called again? Tombow runner. And line up my treats here. Okay, and then we can put on our little topper here. Flip that over and grab some pop dots for that. Isn't that creepy looking? That's it upside down. So turn it back the right way. And there we go. So there's one in red. Let's tighten in just a little bit more again. One in red, real red. Here's one in olive. Isn't that cute? So anyhow, that's our craft for today with our J-O-Y. Anyhow, I hope you'll have fun trying out my cute little box that I designed all by myself. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.